Today, I am planning the week of July 18th through July 24th, 2022, using this kit called Sunday Morning from the shop Simply a Mess. Unfortunately, that shop is no longer open, but this kit is pretty old. Usually, I like to stick to a certain set of colors or color palette for all of the kits within a certain month. And for the month of July, I was really hoping for mostly pinks and purples with black accents and then like a little bit of blue. But this kit is mostly blue, black, and white, and then like this really, really pale pink color. But I couldn't pass it up because the artwork is too perfect. It features a little gray cat sleeping on a MacBook, and it really reminded me of my cat Minerva, who used to fall asleep on my MacBook all the time when she was a kitten, whenever I would watch videos or something. I think it's probably because the keyboard and the MacBook would always get really warm, and also because it would be really in my way, and she loves being in my way, which you probably know by now if you've seen any of my other videos. She usually likes to make an appearance. But I'm not a big fan of this bottom washi where it's mostly white. When you're putting white stickers on white paper, it doesn't really do too much, but it's what came with the kit. And once it's all together, I think it looks a lot better than I was originally worried that it was going to look. But it did come together, so just trust the process. As per usual, I am going to color block as much as I can, which just means that I have a designated color for each day. And if there's ever a choice of colors for a certain sticker that I want to use, I'll use the color that is for that specific day. So to help me keep track of which color goes for which day, I do like to put the top glitter headers down before anything else. And then it also helps me line up the little date stickers. So this kit does have stickers for each day of the week, but it did not come with date dots. So I had to pull date dots from an old kit that I had kept for however many years. I feel like kits don't really come with date dots anymore like they used to, which makes sense because one kit meant for one week would really just be meant for like a 7-day period for the week. But to accommodate, if they were sending you dates, they would have to send you enough dates for, whatever week that it landed on during the month. So you would have like 30 to 31 extra stickers in a kit, and pretty much a guarantee that the person would only actually use 7 of them unless they're weird like me and keeps them forever. So it makes sense just for taking up space reasons that shops may not include those date dots anymore. But I love date dots, I like using them, and it does make me sad not to see them in most kits. So there's my rant on date dots. But my sidebar is going to look a little bit different than normal for this week since I decided to take out the next week little section that I usually put towards the bottom, and I just put my work stuff down there. This kit does not have any labeled headers, which is fine. So I just used a glitter header, and then I had a work script left over from I don't even know where, that I just did like a DIY work header. And then I had these custom header overlay label things made from, I think the shop is called Boulder Bon, Balder, I don't, Bolderbon. I'm so bad at pronouncing these shop names. I'm so sorry, but I had custom ones made, and I honestly don't know why I don't use them very often, but that extra blue one says Ellie Planit because I wanted to list out all of the things that I wanted to get done for this channel during this week. I ended up not getting a lot of it done, but I wanted to show that I had big dreams, I had intentions. It just didn't all happen, but that's okay. And then I added as many habit trackers as I possibly could. But getting into Monday, then Again, not much is going on at all this week, and especially not Monday. It was pretty slow. I think it's mostly because this was the week that was after a big music fest, so I was exhausted. And then the following week was my birthday. And so I like all of the cool stuff that I was doing around that time was going to be happening either the previous week or the next week. So just kind of a week of recovery for me and celebrating my last year at the age that I was, I guess. And I did really struggle with putting stickers down and trying to navigate those black lines that cut through these layouts. So what I did was put my regular glitter headers as kind of a border to that full box, and then I added some washi strips just so that the full box section, I guess, would take up more vertical space. And then it also actually helped kind of in two ways. So it covered up the black lines like I was originally wanting. And it also helped just because there was so little happening that day. I was just looking up excuses to take up room at that point. So the only thing that happened Monday was I got Burger King, which is kind of nuts. I think I could probably count on one hand how many times I've gone to Burger King in my adult life, and there were just a couple other things that I wanted to get done. But that's basically it. Tuesday, not much else was going on. I got DoorDash and I got McDonald's for breakfast, spicing things up, I guess. But that DoorDash sticker is from Shine Sticker Studio. And I don't usually use a whole huge half box to indicate DoorDash orders, but honestly, again, I was just kind of looking for excuses to take up space because this was such a slow week, but it's kind of fitting. So, this kit is definitely kind of like a stay in lazy day. It's called Sunday morning, so I don't know, it's supposed to make you feel like a slow, easy morning, which I don't know. I go to church on Sunday mornings and I'm always running late, so the idea of a relaxing, slow Sunday morning is not does not usually apply to my life, but I understand the concept. So I guess it's a fitting kit for this week of not much going on. But literally nothing going on Tuesday other than the super exciting McDonald's breakfast. The only other thing that I had going on was a virtual counseling appointment that I had over FaceTime. That little FaceTime sticker was from a shop called Hey Planner Girl, but I believe that that shop has now closed. Wednesday doesn't have too much else going on, but a few extra things that I was able to add. So it was trash day, and I had a little pink trash day script sticker that I've had for forever that's just been chilling in my reusable sticker book. So I don't know where I got it, but I think the pink matched the kit relatively well, which was exciting. And it was a family member's birthday on that day. So I was able to use some stickers and take up room for that because again, just trying to take up space here and make this week look a little bit more exciting than it actually was. My Wednesday started out with a workout, and then of course on the way home from that workout, I did stop by Dunkin' for an iced coffee, which I do probably way too frequently. But hey, I earn it, right? It is weird though because I passed by two Dunkins on the way home from the gym, but for whatever reason, I always go to the Dunkin' that's kind of down the street from my house in the opposite direction. So I drive a little bit out of the way to go to that specific Dunkin', even though I pass by two other Dunkins between the gym and my house, but then I drive past my house to go to the Dunkin' that I prefer. And honestly, I don't even know why I prefer that other Dunkin'. It's just the one that I go to. I don't know why. That evening I got some pizza and then I had a few things that I wanted to get done to prepare for the Disney World trip that I took the following September. So September 2022. I go a little bit overboard when it comes to planning trips to Disney World. I did make a video about kind of how I approached the planning process for this particular trip to Disney World. I'll try to remember to link it down below in the description, but if I forget, just remind me down in the comments and I'll make sure that the link is down there. It's not super in depth or anything, so don't watch the video if you're like, aha, all the secrets to planning a trip to Disney. But it's basically me explaining where to at least get started if you're planning a trip to Disney and don't really know, what you're getting yourself into, which is a lot, especially if you're like me and you plan way more than you need to. But okay, getting back to Thursday. So I did have a work meeting. Now I do have that little work section in the sidebar, but when I have a formal work meeting, I do like to indicate those on the day that they actually happen. So on Thursday, I used a little work sticker that I think is from a shop called Little Red Prince, and then an extra little Zoom or computer sticker from the shop Scribble Sticker Co. And then that evening, I ran to Walmart to pick up a grocery order. I did like that curbside pickup thing, which I rely on way too much. Like, do you remember when curbside pickup for groceries first became a thing? I remember when I would see commercials for that, and I was like, that's literally the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Who would order pickup for groceries? That doesn't make any sense. It's not going to catch on. And then, not too much far afterwards, the pandemic happened, and then that was like the safest option for groceries for a while. And then I tried it out, I got hooked on it, and then now that's like all I do. But that Walmart sticker is from Paper and Clips, and the Pickup Groceries sticker is from the Tea Light Planner Co. On Friday, I worked out that morning and I did not get Dunkin' on the way home. And that is the day that I used that cute little sticker that reminds me of Minerva laying on my laptop. I was thinking I was going to get a lot of cleaning done that day, which is why I put that huge checklist down, but that didn't end up happening. I was having kind of a blah day, maybe because I didn't get Dunkin' on that day. But overall, it was just one of those days I just wasn't feeling motivated to get anything done, and my mental health wasn't super great. I was feeling really anxious. I was planning on going to this little movie night thing. So, my apartment complex had like a movie under the stars kind of evening. And so I used the sticker from Suki and Lala, but I ended up not going. My social anxiety got the best of me, and I ended up staying in that night, not getting any cleaning done. On Saturday, I wasn't feeling much better, so the day didn't really start off that great. So it was a pretty lazy, non productive morning. So I just put some stickers down saying that it was a lazy day. So that lazy day script sticker is from Planner Esque, and there's a little girl with purple hair sitting on a couch. I got that sticker from Stick with the Plan Co. But it was definitely one of those mornings where it takes a little extra time to get out of bed, and then once I did get out of bed, I just kind of flopped onto the couch and didn't do too much from there for like the whole entire morning. And sometimes it is kind of hard to be motivated to get anything done, especially since I live alone and all I have are my two cats meowing at me. I have been getting better, a lot better, I think, with, making sure that I have a routine and getting stuff done throughout the day, especially on weekends where I don't have things like work that's holding me to a specific timed schedule. But at this point in July 2022, that was not the case, and it was not a great start to the weekend. And I also got McDonald's for breakfast, which I quickly realized I wanted to indicate in my planner above the full box, so I had to do a little bit of sticker rearranging there off camera. And then while I was being lazy on the couch all day, I did binge some YouTube, which honestly, sometimes I end up watching YouTube more than like TV or streaming services. Is anybody else like that? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But YouTube definitely gets a lot of my business, I guess. But things did start picking up towards the end of the day. I did get a few things checked off of my list of things that I wanted to get done for the Disney World trip in September. I guess it's not just Disney World. We also went to Universal Orlando as well. And then I did get a Hello Fresh box delivered on that day. So I marked that with a sticker from the sticker party. And then that delivery script is from Stick It Pretty Shop. And then for dinner, I got some Mexican food. So I marked that with a giant taco sticker. I have so many of those taco stickers, and honestly, I have absolutely no clue where I got them. But anyway, so moving on to Sunday, started off the day with church. That church script is from Polished Patterns. I honestly don't know if that shop is still open, but that communion icon is from Blue Scooter Press. And then after church, I went to Bubba's with my parents to get burgers. So I had that little burger icon from the printer's cabin, and I know that shop isn't around anymore. And then when I got home, I had a whole list of chores that I wanted to get done. I had been procrastinating on a lot of cleaning throughout the week. And so all of that was piling up. And so I was like, hey, I've gotten up this morning. I was all energized from the morning. And so I thought this is going to be the day that I'm going to get caught up with all of these chores and cleaning. And then, yeah, most of that did not end up happening. But as I do, I did still want to put down my checklist for that day for things that I wanted to get done, just to kind of show, when I reflect back on this week, where my mind was at, what were the things that I was hoping on getting done, what was something that Elisa of July 2022 was prioritizing at the time. So I did have that giant checklist in there. But I at least did get some cooking done that day. So I have this What's for Dinner sticker from the Craft and Cat Lady and this cooking character icon from Stick with the Plan Co. I ended up making a HelloFresh meal of pork sausage rigatoni, which was actually really delicious. But that is it. Here is my completed spread all filled out. And thank you so much for watching.